Hold on. All right. Of course, the answer to this question is both. Right? We all know this. The answer to this question is both. Kanye's always being too sensitive. That's what he does. He is in the business of being too sensitive. It works for him. He is too sensitive, right? At the same time, I watched that Jimmy Kimmel clip, right? The reason this is so confusing is that there's plenty to complain about in what Jimmy Kimmel did if you're Kanye. It just didn't feel like any of it was what Kanye was complaining about, right? Kanye got up there to talk about his daughter, and Kanye got to talking about paparazzi and all of this stuff, right? I really ain't understand what the hell none of that had to do with what Jimmy Kimmel was talking about. I mean, you correct me if I'm wrong. You let me know if there's something in this that I totally missed. But I didn't see nothing that Kanye was complaining about seemed to be particularly related to what Jimmy Kimmel did in his little spoof, right? Here's the thing, though. And this is the thing about Kanye that everybody just kind of got to get themselves comfortable with, whether you like it or not. Okay? You ready? He is every single bit the genius he believes himself to be. You may not like it. You may not like to hear about it. You may find it frustrating and exhausting. The reality is that Kanye West, beyond anyone's expectations, completely outside of what anybody could have seen coming, even in 2004, right? He is what he said. He is the biggest rock star going. Name somebody that's been more influential overall, that's been a musician in this culture. Tell me somebody who's been more influential in the last 10 years than Kanye West. Like, you tell me. Because I got nothing. You tell me who's been more influential than Kanye. And let's not forget that the only person who ever believed that Kanye could be this influential was Kanye himself. And you say, Jay-Z, this is ridiculous. No. When's the last time? When in the last 10 years has Jay-Z really truly changed the direction of the game? Like, when has he done that in the last 10 years? It hasn't happened. In fact, the last wildly influential thing that Jay-Z did was the Blueprint, which is the Just Blaze Kanye West coming out party, right? I mean, look, he's that guy. Adjusting people's fashion trends. I ain't even into that stuff. Kanye's been a step ahead, and people have been trying to chase behind Kanye right after since 2004. He's been that guy. He's altered the sound and pushed it in that direction. And when Kanye talks, you listen. We all listen when Kanye talks. You might not like it, but Kanye's on some next level shit. He's on this idea of being the high fashion rapper. And I don't mean the high fashion rapper in the sense that you just a rapper that wears a bunch of expensive clothes. I mean, Kanye's on some like fashion shit, like stuff I can't relate to it. I ain't about that life at all. I'm just a country boy from Houston. I don't pretend to be into all that stuff that Kanye's into, but I can't deny that Kanye changes the game. And hello, negotiating a deal to do this, you jigga stands are the biggest morons on planet Earth. 1 million albums sold before the CD came out. That ain't what we talking about, genius. I promise you it's not. Just sit this one out, Jay-Z Stan. You don't want to rock with this? This is cool. All right, you don't? But Kanye has moved. I mean, it is the most unlikely route to stardom, perhaps in the history of American popular music. Seriously. Even when he hit with College Dropout, even when he broke that out, did you see this coming? And no one did. No one did. Right? He's what he says he is. It just so happens that what he says he is sounds utterly preposterous and is really, really, really annoying to hear someone say about himself or herself. But there he is. He's Kanye West. And in order to exist on the plane that Kanye exists, I think you kind of sort of have to be that guy. Like, find me the normal genius. Like the outright genius. Show me the normal one. Show me who it is. They're not there. Like, pretty much every genius that I've been exposed to has like something like fundamentally wrong with them in one way or another. And sometimes it's weird stuff. Like, what's his name? Flea was talking about John Frusciante. And he said John Frusciante can't drive a car. Basically, all John Frusciante can do is play guitar. Like Keith Olbermann, who was an outright genius, cannot drive a car. That is something that is, and there's something related to it. Like, I mean, I don't know exactly what it is. Like, it's something beyond his control. But he can't drive a car. Like, geniuses wind up being on some like real quirky, weirdo stuff. But there's a school of thought that I don't entirely subscribe to, that is that you must indulge the genius to get the most out of the genius. I'm not the type to really rock with that. I'm just telling you, man, this dude is on something else. And his thing is, if you think I'm a genius, why can't I think I'm a genius? And he's just not lying to us about it. The problem with Kanye is that he needs us to revel in his genius. He requires that we believe in him the way that he believes in him. And it frustrates him when people do not believe in him the same way that he believes in himself. But here's the interesting thing. If you check that BBC interview, part of what seems to annoy him is the fact that he's ahead of the game and we still won't acknowledge the fact that he's ahead of the game. And I gotta say, I can see how that would be just a little bit annoying. Kanye's like, how many times do I have to be farther ahead of the rest of y'all before y'all say, you know what? Maybe we should listen to Kanye. So it sounds crazy because I don't care about this world. But when Kanye says that he went to these people's offices and said, yo, the leather jogging pants are going to work. And they say no. And then he looks up and everybody's getting leather jogging pants. And oh, by the way, he ain't making no money off of it. Yo, can we start with the fact that Kanye is ambitious enough to take his black ass into Fendi with his designs? Like, think about that. Think about that for a second. This dude is going to Fendi with designs. Yo, the dude that's making classic records and going to Fendi with designs is going to be the dude that's going to be out here on some cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs every now and then. Like, this is what you're going to get. So I don't know why people get so annoyed by Kanye, because I'm like, yo, this is just a trade you got to make. And we all wind up winners in the end. What I do think annoys people about Kanye is that he desperately wants to be taken seriously. And America has decided that it's not going to do that. I don't know how much of that's the Taylor Swift thing, but America has just decided it's not going to take Kanye seriously. In spite of the fact that he's kind of earned that. In spite of the fact that most geniuses, as Kanye is a genius, are indulged a bit more than Kanye West is by the general population.